Hello, my name is Mauricio Sulaiman, president of the WBC, and I welcome you to the WBC podcast. Still no name, but the ring around the world, the neutral corner, or podcast with Johanka. Johanka, I'm so happy to welcome you to the podcast. I know that you are a boxing fan, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much for receiving me here and WBC. I'm so glad to be here with you, and I'm so excited about the fight tomorrow.
Yeah, have you ever been to a boxing fight, a boxing event?
Yeah, I have been. My last fight where I assist was in T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, and it was the fight of Munguia and Canelo.
Very
And
good
I
fight.
I really enjoy it. Yeah.
What do you think about that fight?
Well, I expect that Canelo will win earlier, but Munguia resists very well. Like I expected that Munguia will lose before. Like he will not resist 12 rounds, So I was surprised and I really enjoyed that fight. It was
And Las
great.
Vegas, you enjoy Las Vegas?
Yeah, I love to go there. Yeah, I enjoy the atmosphere and like the atmosphere of Las Vegas and the atmosphere in the T-Mobile Arena, like with all the people, because when two strong boxers, Mexican boxers, are fighting, so it's like different, you feel like the ambient like different, like wow.
Yeah, Mexico against Mexico is special. Tomorrow we have an unbelievable fight between two Mexicans. Bam Rodriguez is from California, but he's Mexican as well as Gallo Estrada. So we're going to Phoenix. Should be a sensational event.
Yeah, it will be great, the fight. Yeah, so it will be in Phoenix.
Yes, Phoenix, Estrada against Bam Rodriguez.
And where we can see the fight.
Oh, the fight you can watch. It's on the Zone. It's promoted by Matchroom in the Zone, and ESPN Knockout has it for some countries. But the Zone is a global partner that is putting great events for boxing nowadays.
Well, and we know that they are gonna find a fight in Superfly category.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
Well, super flyweight is a very important, interesting weight category. Goes back many years, and what happened, a concept that Tom Loeffler, Sanfer, and other promoters took on, was to put the best Superfly together. And from that we have seen Chocolatito, of course, Estrada, Rumbisai, Carlos Cuadras, other fighters like Pedro Guevara, so many fights that happened. But now the new kid in the block is Bam Rodriguez, that he has joined this selection of unbelievable fights. They all have fought against each other. Chocolatito beat Estrada, then Rumbisai beat Chocolatito, then Estrada beat Rumbisai, Cuadras beat Rumbisai. They have fought between all of them 12 times, and now Bam is in this mix.
And what is next for the winner?
Well, the winner will have many options. Today, Pedro Guevara is the interim champion. Chocolatito is coming back on July 12th in Nicaragua, and it should be a sensational fight. So the winner will have many options to continue this Superfly saga.
Yeah, and also before this main fight, there are like fights of woman category.
Yes, it's an unbelievable fight between the WBC champion, Yamileth Mercado.
Yeah, in the same card.
Yeah, she's defending the title against Ramla Ali. Yamileth is 8 title defense. She has been champion for 4 years. She's a pride for the WBC. She represents the power of woman, but also outside the ring, she's a sensational human being. And Ramla is very close to the WBC. So this is a fight that will be very interesting as a co-feature for Estrada against Bam.
Yeah, so you also made some friends like in BBC, so you said to me like she is like nice outside of the ring, so you...
Yeah, she's a WBC ambassador.
Okay.
She always goes to the WBC cares visits in hospitals, schools, orphanages. She's very kind.
So
But when the bell rings, she becomes an absolute warrior inside the ring.
Yeah, I see, because she is winner all the time.
Yes. So Chocolatito, the super flyweight, Chocolatito Roman Gonzalez, he's from Nicaragua, champion in 3 weight categories, and he has been considered, at times he was considered pound per pound #1 in the world. So when he faced Estrada 3 times already, and it's 1-1-1.
Oh, it's amazing. You know too much about
No,
every boxer, about the boxing. It's
but
impressive.
it's just unbelievable. The first fight, Chocolatito won, then Estrada won the 2. And if Estrada wins and Chocolatito wins in July, maybe we can see a 4th fight between them. Rung Visay, he's from Thailand. He was a champion. Carlos Cuadras beat him in Mexico. Then went on to defend many times that title. Then Chocolatito beat Cuadras. And Chocolatito became the champion, to then come Rung Visay and beats Chocolatito.
Oh, okay.
Beats him once in New York, then knocks him out in California. He was considered a huge surprise. It was a great, great fight. And then Estrada comes and beats Rung Visay. So it's a saga ongoing that reminds me of the year of the 4 kings. Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, and Duran. But at this time, it's not 4. Now it's 5 kings with Bam Rodriguez. He's a sensational fighter. He's a natural flyweight. He entered the world scene when Cuadras was going to fight Rung Visay, and Rung Visay had to pull out during the pandemic time. So he comes in and fights against the former champion, the heavy favorite Carlos Cuadras, and beats Cuadras. Next fight, he knocks out Rung Visay. After that fight, he decided to come back down to flyweight. And it is just an unbelievable, undefeated fighter, young, great charisma, now facing the very solid 3-time world champion Juan Francisco Estrada in a fight that nobody knows what's going to happen.
And what about Francisco Gallo Estrada? Tell me something more about him, because you know like too much about every boxer, and I would like hear something more about him.
Well, Gallo Estrada has an unbelievable personal story. He's a kid who grew up with much difficulties, and it was through boxing that he overcame obstacles, family, friends, problems in society, and he focused in becoming a world champion. He got it as a dream. He worked so hard and became a champion. He's humble. He's a family man. He's happily married. He's never in any kind of problem or something negative. No, nothing. And I like him very much. He's a very dear champion. He's very loyal, very proud to be WBC champion. And he represents the best out of boxing, because when you are able to become a champion and stay champion, like he has, even with injuries in his hands, he has a great team behind him, and it's going to be a very interesting fight between a very solid, not old, but matured fighter against a young, unstoppable kid who wants what Gallo has.
And do you remember how old is he? I'm just curious. I don't remember. So
Gallo must be 30 or 32 years old, something like that.
Yeah, so he has a good career
Yes.
behind him.
Very long and all successful career. only lost to Chocolatito, and he just has many things to come.
And do you think like the Chocolatito soon will going to fight with Gallo Estrada?
Well, it's one of the possibilities. If Chocolatito wins on July 12 in Nicaragua, and Estrada wins, maybe we will see the fourth fight between them.
It would be amazing.
Or maybe we see the first BAM against Chocolatito. So there are many options. All these champions. Carlos Cuadras is champion in recess because he had an Achilles tendon problem. And our champion, interim champion, Pedrín Guevara, is in the mix. So many fights can happen in the near future.
Yeah, like any of these options will be great fights, definitely.
Any of these 6 fighters that I have mentioned, and many other even challenges that are there, there's many options. And the zone is doing great. It's great that they look into the smaller weight categories. Matchroom has been a great promoter of the smaller weight categories. Sanfer with TV Azteca. So it's a great moment for boxing, especially for the weight.
Yeah, so, definitely. And what was the next for WBC?
Well, this has been an unbelievable year. So many great fights around the world, in Japan, Saudi Arabia, London, Las Vegas, New York, Mexico, everywhere. I'm going to Japan for Nakatani.
Amazing.
The mandatory
You will enjoy it so much.
July 20 against Astroviano. Then Saudi, the Riyadh season is coming to the United States in August the 3rd with Terence Crawford, and a great card with Pitbull and Andy Ruiz and many great fights. Then in September, Wembley Stadium with Riyadh season also. Canelo, Spence and Fundora, and the rematch in December between Usyk and Fury. Our convention in Germany, in Hamburg, in December. So it's we're already in the mid of the year, and it feels like 5-6 years of activity. It's a great year for the sport.
Yeah, it will be so busy. So
I hope to see you in the next fights, and I welcome you to the
for
WBC
sure I will
team.
be there. Yeah.
And I'm very
not gonna
happy.
lose it.
I'm sure you're gonna be a great ambassador for the
Thank you,
WBC.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the Superfly podcast. And don't miss it. Tomorrow in the zone, Gallo Estrada against Bam Rodriguez. Yamileth Mercado against Ramla Ali. It's a fight you cannot miss. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy. And thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you.